welcome to your video for July. So hopefully you've gotten on fine with the June one and you've of course done the induction, so you know a little bit more about what you're doing now. It takes a while to get used to the breathing, but hopefully by this point you're starting to feel a bit more relaxed about it. So we'll just get straight into it now. We'll do some stretching. So taking the hand onto the shoulder, let's just take it round. Loosening off the shoulders and just doing that a few times. So your shoulders are really important to your alignment. Okay, let's take that arm down onto the other side. And the shoulder placement is actually really important again to how your core muscles work. Okay, and taking that arm down. Let's just take one shoulder round a few times now. We're keeping the elbow nice and loose and it's just all about the shoulder. And we'll move on to the other side, taking it round. Good, and we'll take both shoulders round together now. So just doing as big a range of motion as you can, everybody's different. And then bringing the shoulders forward. Good, let's mobilise the neck now, so just tipping your head gently to the side. Take your hand and just slide it down the side of the body, just getting that nice stretch in the side of your neck. And you want to be quite gentle with your neck muscles, so don't do any kind of sudden movements with the head. Bringing the head back up to the middle, tip your head the other way, slide your hand down the side of the body. Good, bringing the head back up, let's tip the head forward now. Now clasp your hands together in front of the body, push the hands out, take the head down. So you're getting that nice stretch in the back of the neck and across the back of the shoulders. And opening the arms up now, tipping the head back. Good, and then just relax down. Well done. So we'll get into a good standing alignment now. So taking the feet hip-width apart, the knees are soft so you're not locking out your knees. You want to get your pelvis into neutral, so let's just take the hands onto the hips and just tip the pelvis gently back and forward, settling just round about the middle. Okay, so just not tipping too far back, too far forward, roughly in the middle. And if you've been doing the video quite regularly, your pelvis will be quite naturally sitting in that position. Let's pull the abdominals in a little bit, relax your arms down. And first of all, let's shrug your shoulders up towards the ears. Now, as you melt the shoulders down, lengthen through your spine and neck. Thinking about having helium balloons on your ears so that you're really stretching, going as tall as you can. So let's lift the shoulders and the rib cage now. So shoulders and ribs lifting. Keeping the rib cage lifted as you melt the shoulders down and lengthen, keeping your knees soft. So that's a bit difficult to hold your ribs up and breathe, okay? But the more you do that, the stronger the muscles in your ribs, your intercostals, will become. Okay, so you've now created that nice space around the middle that you want to keep. Turn your palms towards the front. So now your shoulders are back. Put your imaginary sticking plaster on the back of your shoulders, but let your arms relax. So you want to let your arms relax without your shoulders coming forward. The shoulders are staying back. Okay, so soft knees, pelvis in neutral, tummy muscles engaged, ribs are lifted and the shoulders are down and back, and you have your helium balloons on, so you're lengthening. Okay, so leading with the thumbs now, let's inhale as we bring the arms up to shoulder height. Exhale to melt your shoulders, and inhale. And as you exhale, pull your arms down, but lengthen all the way up again. Good, we'll do that again. So let's inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, melt your shoulders. Inhale again. Exhale to pull down through the back muscles and lengthen. And we'll just do that one more time. So inhale. Exhale, melt your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale to pull down and lengthen. Now we're going to stay in standing alignment a little bit longer now. I'd like you to bring the arms up in front of the body, so palms facing towards each other. Your arms are just shoulder height. So we're still in a good standing alignment, the ribs are up, the shoulders are down, and they're still back. So even though you've lifted the arms, keep the shoulders pulled back slightly. So retract your shoulders. We're going to do a little arm move out to the side now. It's going to work the shoulders. So let's inhale. Exhale now and lace your corset. Okay, so across your ribs, tummy dip, tummy in, across your hips. Take one arm out to the side now, keeping the arm at shoulder height. Don't take it behind the body, so just out in line with the body at the most. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset again, so tighten through the core. Let's float the arm back in. So the arms feel quite heavy, and think about using the muscles through your core. Let's change, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, taking the other arm out to the side. Now keep your spine long, your shoulders down, not taking the arm too far back, the body stays straight to the front. Inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, relax the shoulder, float the arm back in. Such a simple move, but already I'm feeling it in my shoulder. So let's change, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, taking the other arm out to the side, just keeping the shoulders back slightly. I want you to think about keeping the shoulder blades elastoplasted against the back of the rib cage. Let's inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset and float the arm back in. And we'll change, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, taking the other arm out. And inhale. Exhale, lace your corset and bring it back in. Now we're going to do both arms at the same time. Remember, you don't want to let your arms go too far back. You don't want to really arch your back. So let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, taking both arms out now. Shoulders relaxed, spine long, not too wide. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset, relax your shoulders, float the arms back in. Think about pulling across your core muscles to bring the arms in. One more, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, take the arms out. Good, inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, float the arms back in. And bring them down. Oh, well done. Take your shoulders round a few times. So using your own body weight is such a good way to work the muscles. Okay, you don't really need any special equipment and you'll really be feeling that in your shoulders. And you were thinking about your core, we're working on your alignment, so a few different things here. Okay, so we're going to make your way down onto the mat now. Hopefully you've got that set out. If not, just pause the video, get your mat and your pillow set up. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through getting back into alignment down on the mat, okay? So don't worry that I'm not going down onto the mat right now. It's just a bit easier for me to talk you through it like this. So I'd like you to lie down on your mat, on your back, taking your head onto your pillow. Remember, it's just the base of your skull that the pillow is coming to. Don't have it down in this bit of your neck. Always remember that you're trying to lengthen your spine. Let's take the legs out straight, feet hip width apart. Pelvis into neutral, so just tipping your pelvis gently back and forward. Settling round about the middle, so that you have just a little bit of a space through your lower back. Just enough to drag through a silk scarf and for it not to get caught. Okay, we're just relaxing your arms by your sides, palms facing up. And slide your arms out slightly so that your shoulders are feeling nice and relaxed. Good, you have your chin tucked in gently towards your collarbone. Well done. So we're now in a good alignment on the mat. Let's just have a wee run down the body. So the back of your head is heavy on the pillow. Your chin is tucked in gently. The backs of your shoulders are heavy on the mat, as are the backs of your hips, but you're not pressing down too heavily through your lower back. The backs of your hands are heavy on the floor, as are your heels. Okay, so let me talk you through the breathing now. So let's inhale, taking the breath into the side of the rib cage, so lateral breathing. And as you exhale, let's pull the ribs towards each other across the front of the body. We'll just start the corset and build it up. So let's inhale again, taking the breath into the sides of the ribs again. And as you exhale, pull across your rib cage and pull your tummy down, belly button down towards your spine. And inhale again. And as you exhale, pull across your rib cage, pull your tummy down, and pull across the fronts of your hip bones now as well. So trying to pull your hips towards each other across the front of the body. So we'll put all of that together now, so let's inhale. And as you exhale, waist your corset now. So ribs, abdominals, and across your hips. Relax your shoulders and your legs. And just inhale again when you're ready. And exhale and lace your corset. Now I want you just to lace your corset a few times now. Okay, well done. So now I'd like you just to bring your legs up into a bent leg position. So the feet and the knees are hip-width apart. We're going to start off by bringing the arms up. Let your elbows relax and let your shoulders melt down towards the mat. So we're just going to do an arm move again. Basically the same move we did in stand down, but now that you're down on the floor it just feels different. Okay, so let's inhale to prepare. Exhale and lace your corset now, and we're going to take one arm out to the side, keeping the chin tucked in a little bit. So as you take your arm down to the side, you're keeping the back of your ribs down. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset. Now relax your arm and float the arm back up now. I want you to focus on pulling across your rib cage to bring the arm in. So let's change. Inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, taking the other arm out to the side now. And as you're taking the arm out, keep the chin tucked in slightly. Keep the back of the ribs in place. And inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset and float the arm back up. So the arm is relaxed, your corset is laced, and you're really focusing across your ribs because we're stabilising that top part of your spine. So let's just keep that going in your own time. Inhale in, exhale to lace your corset and then taking the arm down. And you're lacing the corset again before you bring the arm back up. So sometimes it's nice just to go back to doing the arms just on their own. Okay, just keeping the shoulders gently pulled down towards the mat. Okay guys, let's just make this one the last one now. Good, and then just relax your arms down. So we can just leave the arms down on the floor. Palms facing up so that we're always working on the alignment through the shoulders. Okay, we're now going to move on to the legs. We're going to do a knee drop down to the side. So with this one, as your knee travels down to the side, you're going to keep your hips in place. The pelvis isn't going to tip to the side with the weight of your leg. You're going to use your core muscles to stop that from happening. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a really big move. Basically, you're just moving your knee enough that you're still able to keep that opposite hip against the mat. Okay, so feet and knees hip width apart, arms relaxed. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lace your corset and take one knee slowly down to the side so your foot is just going on its edge. But I want you to focus on the opposite hip and holding that against the mat. Now inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset. Relax your leg now and just imagine a piece of string attached to the inside of your knee, dragging your knee back in. So your leg is relaxed and your core is doing the work. So let's change sides. Inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Taking the other knee out to the side now. Holding the pelvis steady. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset and relax your leg and just imagine that piece of string again. Now I want you to focus on pulling your hips together and imagine that pulling your hips together is what's really dragging your leg back in. Let's change again. Inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Taking the knee out to the side, shoulders relaxed, chin tucked in slightly. And inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Float the leg back in. Keep your tummy as flat as you can, but not to the point that you're pressing your back down. You want to hold your alignment. So just do that a few more times. So when we're working with this type of move, and we're going out to the sides, you're focusing a bit more on pulling across your muscles. And this way, we're just getting into your deeper transverse muscles that are wrapping around your spine. Let's make this one your last one now. Okay, so we'll put those two moves together now. Okay, so two quite simple moves, but when you're doing them together, there's a lot more to think about. So let's lift the arms back up, palms facing towards each other. Elbows are relaxed, shoulders melting down towards the mat, the feet and the knees hip width apart. So just making sure we've got your bones everywhere they should be before we start to strengthen the muscles around about that. So opposite arm and leg, arm to the side and knee to the side. Get the chin tucked in, nice straight head on the pillow. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lace your corset now and take one knee out to the side and the opposite arm out to the side. So keeping the pelvis steady as your leg moves, holding your ribs down as your arm moves. Inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. Float the arm back up and drag the knee back in. The arm and the leg are feeling heavy, they're relaxed, and it's all about the middle of your body doing the work. So change arms and legs. Just keep this going in your own time, so you're lacing your corset before you do the move, and then again before you come back out of the move. So pulling the ribs together to bring the arm in, pulling the hips together to bring the knee in, and flattening through the abdominals, Making this one your last one. And then just relax your arms when you're ready. Okay, so we're going to leave the arms down now. Back to the knees. This time both knees are moving, they're opening away from each other and then we're closing them back in together. Still with this focus on pulling across your muscles. Okay, so relaxing through the shoulders, palms up, chin tucked in slightly. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lace your corset. Taking both knees out to the side so they're moving away from each other. Again, doesn't have to be a really big move, you're not letting your back arch. Let's inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. Relaxing your legs now. Just have your knees pulled back up into place. Focus on pulling across your hips, keeping the tummy down. Still pulling across your rib cage as part of the corset, but just a bit more emphasis through the lower abdominals. So do that a few more times now. Remember, you're lacing your corset before you do the move, and then again before you come back out of the move, to make sure it's always your core that is working. That's what Pilates is all about. Getting into the right alignment, and then strengthening your core muscles to hold it all there. So just making this one your last one now. Good. So we're just going to finish this sequence off by bringing the arms back into the move. So bringing the arms back up, relaxing your elbows, letting the shoulders melt down. So both arms opening, both knees opening at the same time. But just have a think about your spine on the mat just now. You don't want to let your spine lift up out of this neutral alignment. So chin tucked in, let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lace your corset, so ribs, abdominals and across your hips. Taking the arms out, taking the knees out. Not letting your back arch. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset. Relaxing the arms and legs and getting the core muscles to do the work now to bring them back in. Pull across the body and pull down. Do that a few more times. Okay, let's just make this one your last one. Good, well done. Relax the arms down. Okay, let's take it into a stretch now. So we'll pull one knee up into the chest, holding the back of your thigh, straightening the other leg out along the floor. And with the straight leg, just letting your foot relax to the side, sliding the leg out a little bit, but really press your back down, really hug this knee up into your chest. And just hold it there, so we're getting a stretch into your psoas muscle. And just try to relax when you're stretching, just taking nice easy breaths. Okay, let's bring that leg back to the middle. Hug your knee into the chest, so both knees are in now. Gently rock from side to side to relax out your back now. And gently rock your knees back and forward as well. Okay, we'll keep the other knee into the chest now, straightening your other leg out. And with the straight leg, let your foot relax, let the leg slide out, press your back down as you hug your knee into the chest, just holding it there. Good. And then we're just going to take the legs back into a bent leg position. So we're going to take the legs out straight for this next exercise now. Okay, so taking the legs straight, pelvis into neutral. Okay, and just relaxing your arms by your sides, palms facing up, chin tucked in a little bit. So the move now is going from a straight leg up into a tabletop, back out to a straight leg, changing legs with each one. So it's quite difficult when your legs are straight to keep your pelvis in neutral. That's going to be the challenge. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale and lace your corset, so ribs, abdominals and across your hips, and start to lift and bend one leg up into tabletop. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset and slowly take the leg back out. And as you're doing that, you're trying to stop your back from arching. Keep your tummy down as much as you can. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset, start to lift and bend the other leg. And inhale, exhale and lace your corset and slowly take the leg back out. Good, so just keep it going, keep changing legs, lacing your corset before you start to do the exercise, and then again before you take the leg back out. And keep it nice and slow, just to give your muscles a good chance to work. Just a couple more. Making this one your last one. Okay, so we're going to bring the arms into this move now. So let's bring the arms up, palms facing towards each other. Elbows are relaxed, shoulders melting down. Pelvis in neutral again, so legs are still straight. So we're going to do that same leg move, but we're going to take both arms overhead at the same time. Changing legs with each one. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lace your corset, start to lift and bend one leg as both arms travel back, keeping the chin tucked in slightly. Just thinking about how far back you're taking the arms, not letting your back arch. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset, slowly float the arms back up, take the leg back out. Change legs, and just keep that going now. So nice slow controlled movements, relaxing the arm and the leg so the core is doing all the work. Okay, just a couple more. done. Good. Let's just bring the arms down. Bend your legs and just hug your knees up into your chest, just to give your back a little stretch. So when we're working with straight legs, it's a lot of work through your lower back. So we're going to progress this move now. So this time we're going to lift one leg up into tabletop, but we'll hold it there. We'll then lift the other leg up as well. Take the first leg back out on its own, followed by the second leg. So a bit harder. Bear in mind, if you need to make this a bit easier, when you're bringing the leg in, you can slide it in and then lift it and make it a bit easier. Or even when you're taking the leg back out, take it to the floor and then slide it out. To keep it lifted the whole way is more of a challenge. Okay, so palms facing up, relaxing through your shoulders again. Pelvis in neutral, feet about hip width apart. Let's inhale. Exhale, waist your corset and lift and bend one leg up into tabletop. And hold it there. Inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. Start to lift and bend the second leg. So that's a challenge to do that without your back arching too much. Slide your foot if you need to. And inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, slowly taking the first leg back out. Again, that's a challenge. Focus on your alignment and not letting your back arch. Once that leg's on the floor, inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset and slowly take the second leg out as well. Now that's the leg that you're taking out now, which will start you off on your next one, so you can alternate your starting leg. So just keep that going, lacing your corset each step of the way. Just take your time with it. So whenever we're working with both feet lifted off the floor, it's more of a challenge. It's harder to keep your shoulders down. Especially when you're taking that first leg back out. Okay, we're nearly there. Let's just do one last sequence. Well done, and just bend your legs when you're ready and just hug your knees up into your chest again. Okay, this next move, we're going to start with floppy legs. So that means your feet are lifted just off the floor. Your thighs are roughly at right angles with your body, but your pelvis is still in neutral. So you're not bringing the knees in too close to the chest, or that's going to press your back down. So pushing the knees away a little bit. Flopping the legs down. So you've still got a little bit of a space through the lower back. Now your feet are going to stay lifted the whole way through. The move is one leg at a time, straightening the leg out but keeping it lifted, and then bringing it back in, but keeping it lifted. Your foot staying really low the whole way through. Okay, so if you want to just get into the starting position, feet lifted, floppy legs, palms facing up, and chin tucked in. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, waist your corset. Now we're slowly taking that leg out. So try to keep your foot nice and low, but still lifted off the floor. You're breathing little breaths, but keep your corset laced. Then slowly bring it back in, keeping your leg relaxed. As quite a challenge. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset. Take the other leg out now, take your time. So the corset is laced, but you can still take little breaths. You're bringing it back in. So we're bringing that back in and then lacing the corset again, just because it would be very difficult to lace your corset again with it extended. So inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset, change in legs. So just keep it going. Take a break if you need to. You're not letting your back arch too much. Try to relax your leg on the way back in especially. Keep your tummy down. Couple more. You might be starting to feel a wee bit shaky because your muscles are having to really work. Last one. And hug your knees up again when you're ready. Good job. So that's a difficult one. You've got both feet lifted off the floor the whole way through that one, so you're supporting the weight of your legs through your core muscles for quite a bit. Okay, so let's just take the feet down. We're going to do a stretch, so let's lift one leg up into the air nice and straight. Point your toes down towards your head, push your bum down into the mat and just hold it there. Nice easy breaths, and we're stretching out the hamstrings now. If your leg is bent, take it a wee bit lower so that you can straighten it. So just as high as you can take it whilst also keeping it straight. Okay, let's take that foot down. Lifting the other leg up now, nice and straight. Point your toes down towards your head. Push your bum down into the mat. Okay, taking that down. So we'll take the pillow away from behind your head now. We'll take it into our shoulder bridge sequence. Okay, so just bringing your heels a wee bit closer in towards your body, still with your feet hip width apart, relaxing your arms by your sides, palms facing up. So we'll do our prep for shoulder bridge first of all. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Tip your pelvis back now and just press your back firmly down into the mat. Hold it just for a few seconds and then inhale to relax your pelvis back into neutral. Exhale to lace your corset again, tip the pelvis back. Good, and just do that a few times. Just keeping the chin tucked in a little bit. That will help you get that nice stretch through the lower back. Okay, we're going to lift up into the shoulder bridge now. So let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, tip the pelvis back and start to peel the tailbone up away from the mat. And we're going to lift all the way up now until you're in the bridge from your knees to your shoulders. Inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset, tip your pelvis back and roll your spine back down onto the mat. Keeping the chin tucked in a little bit. Letting your hips come down at the end. And just do that a few more times. Lacing your corset before you start to lift, and then again before you roll back down. Okay, making this one your last one now. into the shoulder bridge again. This time we'll keep it lifted and we'll add on a little knee drop down to the side. So making sure the heels are still a bit closer to the body, relaxing through the shoulders, palms up. Let's inhale. Exhale, waist your corset, tip the pelvis back and lift up into the bridge. So keep the bridge lifted now, let's inhale. Exhale, waist your corset and take one knee down to the side. Inhale again. Exhale, waist your corset and bring the knee back in. Change legs, let's inhale. Exhale, waist your corset, taking the knee in. So just keep it going. So I want you to think about using your glutes now, your bum muscles to hold your bridge up a bit more. Okay, last one. And I want you just to roll back down out of your bridge, just for a wee break. Okay, so the glutes are starting to work a bit more there, the legs are working a bit more. So with this next one, we're going to lift up into the bridge again. And then, we're just going to relax down a little bit, and then we're going to push back up, and we're going to do that a few times. So let's just start on the mat. Heels into bum, palms facing up, chin tucked in. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, waist your corset and lift up into the bridge, as we've been doing. So now your glutes are really going to work. Okay, so let's just inhale to let your bridge relax down a wee bit. Lower down just slightly. Exhale to pull up again. Use your core, so lace your corset, pull up and squeeze your glutes. Really squeeze and lace your corset. Inhale to relax again. Exhale to pull up, squeeze the bum, lace the corset. Inhale to relax, just keep it going. So the glutes, the bum's working, the legs are working. And your core is still involved as well. Just a couple more. Nice and high. Last one. Well done, guys. Roll back down out of your bridge now. Whew. Take the pillow back behind your head. I'm going to stretch these glutes out now. So let's take one leg up and rest the side of your foot onto the top of your thigh. Okay, so just letting that rest. Let your knee relax out. So we're going to lift the foot off the floor now. Take one hand behind your thigh, hold it in. Take the other hand and push your knee away from the body. So you're pulling in with one hand, pushing away with the other. So we're getting that stretch right into the side of your hip, into the glutes, into the piriformis. Holding it there. Okay, we'll swap that around. So taking that foot down, lifting the other leg up. Letting your leg relax. Let's lift the foot off the floor. One hand behind your thigh, the other hand pushing the knee away. Okay, well done. And take it back down. We'll take it into another stretch now. So arms wide, palms facing up. Crossing your left leg over your right leg if you can. So left over right. If you feel that's too much for your hip, just bring your legs together instead. Taking both of your knees down to your right hand side. Turning your head to your left hand. Now what you can do is take your right hand up and just gently pull your knee down towards the floor a bit more. But try to make sure your left shoulder doesn't lift. Okay, let's press it back into the mat. Take the knees back round to the middle. Cross your legs the other way, right over left. Taking both knees down. Okay, so turning your head to your right hand, the knees are going down to the left hand side. Bringing your left hand up and I'm gently pulling your knee down towards the floor a bit more. You don't have to, but if you feel you could go a bit further in the stretch. Good, let's press it back into the mat again. Take the knees back round. Uncross your legs. Let's take one leg out straight and the opposite arm overhead. Point your toes, stretch through your fingers. Get a nice cross-body stretch. Okay, bringing the arm and leg in. Taking the other arm and leg away from each other and stretching. And taking both arms overhead, both legs out straight. Point your toes, stretch through your fingers. Well done, and relax. We'll move into side lying now. So just onto the first side. And if you maybe want to grab any extra equipment you might need to get comfortable, maybe a pillow under your hip or an extra pillow for your head. Okay, so arm out if you can with the cushion in between the arm and the ear. But if that's uncomfortable, you're just taking the arm in front of you instead with a bit of extra support at your head. So legs are out straight, point your toes a little bit. Let's try to make sure the shoulders are lined up, so just bringing that bottom arm down slightly. Tummy muscles pull down, top shoulder relax down and back. Let's inhale. Exhale, waist your corset and lift up your rib cage. Inhale again. And now exhale to lift the top leg, lead in with the outside of your heel, letting your foot relax down. And inhale to take the leg back down. And exhale to lift the leg back up. Inhale to lower. And by letting the foot relax down, you're going to target the muscles on the side of your leg a bit more. Okay, just a couple more. Last one. And relax, well done. You can just grab your foot behind the body if you can. Push your foot down into your hand, push the hips forward a little bit, just to stretch off the thighs and open up the hips. If you can't manage to grab your foot behind the body, just rest the leg at this point. Okay, taking the leg back out again. We're going to do some leg circles now. So quite hard work on the outside of your leg. Take a break if you do need to. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lace your corset and lift up your rib cage. Inhale now to lift the top leg. And exhale as you start to circle the leg. And now just breathe as you're circling. I want you to think about drawing a circle with your big toe. Think about the direction that you're travelling. Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Because we're going to go the other way as well. So tummy muscles are nice and tight to hold you steady. The bigger the circle, the more unsteady you'll be. So challenge yourself. Okay, and relax down. It gets a bit nippy on the leg. You can stretch the leg out again. And take the leg back out. So you're going to remember the direction we were travelling and we're going to change it this time. So let's inhale again. Exhale, lace your corset, lift up your ribs. Inhale to lift the leg. And now exhale to circle the opposite way. Now you can use your fingertips to help you balance if you need to. Or if you want to challenge yourself more, your hand is up on your side. Taking the foot behind the body as well. And trying to keep the upper body nice and steady. Well done, and relax down. Bring both your knees up to your chest now and just have a wee stretch. Okay, so we'll just take it onto the other side now. Okay, so the legs are out straight, point your toes. tummy muscles pulled in, just trying to get the shoulders lined up. And the top shoulder is relaxed down and back. So let's inhale. Exhale to lace your corset and lift up the ribs. Hold it like that as you inhale again. And exhale to lift the top leg, lead in with the outside of your heel, foot relaxing down. Inhale to take the leg back down. And exhale to lift. And just keep it going. So you've probably realised by now that you've got one side that you feel more comfortable on and side lying. This is not my comfortable side. Just feel a wee bit wobblier on one side. Last one. And relax, well done. Just grabbing the foot behind the body again. Giving the leg a stretch. Taking the leg back out. Okay, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, lift up your ribs. Inhale to lift the leg up to hip height now. Exhale as you start to circle the leg. Just breathing now as you're circling, but keeping the abdominals engaged. Thinking about the direction that you're circling in. Trying to keep the upper body nice and steady by using your core muscles. Good, and relax down. Giving that leg a wee stretch out again if you can. Good, and taking the leg back out. Let's inhale. Exhale to lace your corset, lifting the ribs up. Inhale to lift the leg again. And exhale to start circling the leg in the opposite direction. Drawing a big circle with your big toe. Well done, guys, and relax down, bringing both knees up to your chest now, stretching out your back. Okay, from here let's just take it up into child pose for a little stretch, so sitting up onto your hip. And then just sitting back on your ankles, arms out, head down. Just holding that stretch. We're going to do a little bit of 4-point to finish off. Okay, so lifting up now onto the hands and knees into 4-point alignment. Okay, so your knees are basically just coming straight down from your hips, hands underneath the shoulders. So first of all, pull the belly button to spine. So you've not got a dip in the bottom of your back, nice and strong. Lift your head, tuck your chin in, and just let your elbows relax. So let's inhale now. Exhale, lace your corset, and I want you to lift one hand off the mat. Little cat paw, bend your elbow, and then inhale to take it back down. Exhale to lace your corset and lift the other hand off. So as you lift, try to keep the weight nice and steady. Keep your shoulders level. Just keep changing. So you're trying to avoid your weight shifting too much from one knee to the other. And the tighter you lace your corset and use your core, the less that will happen. Okay, let's have a wee break. Just sit back in the ankles again. Just making sure you've got the weight away from your wrists for a few seconds. Okay, we're just going to lift back up again now. Good, and this time we're going to go for single leg extensions out behind the body. So belly button to spine, elbows relaxed again. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset and slide one leg out now, lifting the leg, but trying not to let your back dip down too much. And inhale to bring the leg back in. keeping the belly button pulled up towards your spine, and inhale to bring it back in, and change again. And just keep that going. Good. Okay, we're now just going to take one leg out behind, so it's out straight. We're going to do repeater leg lifts with a straight leg. So belly button to spine again, let's inhale. Exhale to lace your corset and lift the leg. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift again. Inhale to lower, just keep it going. Belly button to spine the whole way through. Just a few more. Well done. Let's take the other leg out now. So straight leg, extended behind, belly button to spine. Let's inhale. Exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Keeping the belly button to spine. Trying not to dip down too much through the lower back. Elbows are relaxed. Head up. Chin tucked in. A few more. Last one. Well done. Sitting back on the ankles again. Having a wee stretch. And lifting back up again now. So last exercise here. Opposite arm and leg extensions away from each other, but we're going to do repeaters again. So as you extend away, and you bring them back in, you're going to keep your hand and your knee just lifted and keep it going. Okay, so tummy muscles engaged, elbows relaxed. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Extend the arm and leg away. Inhale to bring them back in, keeping it just lifted. Exhale to extend away again. And just keep it going. Nice tight abdominals. Keep the weight forward a little bit. Well done. We're going to do the other side. So tummy muscles in. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, opposite arm and leg away. Inhale, bring it back, keep it just lifted. Exhale, extend. Weight forward a little bit. Keep it going, you're doing well. One more. Well done, guys. Let's get back into child pose for a stretch. So keep your toes together, your big toes together. Take your knees a bit further apart, and we're going to get down nice and low. Keep your bum back, your head down, your arms out. And just relax. Okay, so from here, let's just slowly bring it back to standing. So walking the hands in, the knees together. Tuck the toes under, rock back onto the feet, slowly rolling your spine up now. Good, till you're back up into a standing position. Just going to move the phone a little bit here. Good. Well done, guys. So, just have a wee stretch out with the shoulders now. So let's lift one arm up, cross it over the body, bring the other arm up and pull your arm in. So keep your shoulders down as you're doing that. The shoulders were working hard there with that last set of exercises in 4 point. Okay, so it's just a nice stretch out for the shoulder. Other side now, arm up, take it across, this arm in, pull it over, your body staying nice and straight, try not to turn the body. Taking it down and just take your shoulders round a few times. Good, and we'll just get back into a good standing alignment to finish. So feet are hip width apart, soft through the knees, pelvis into neutral, tummy pull down, relaxing your arms down. Lifting the shoulders and the rib cage up, keeping your rib cage lifted as you melt your shoulders and lengthen through the spine and neck. Just keeping your head pulled back slightly. Turn your palms towards the front, elastoplast your shoulder blades and let your arms relax. Lastly, just think about the four corners of each foot, spreading your weight evenly through all four corners so that you feel balanced and you feel centred. And that's us.